so far? You guys have been on the road so much. Like, fill us in. Like,
Fuck. The tour so far has been so long. It's insane. We've been to fucking Europe 3 times, Japan once, America
Russia a couple
4 times over, yeah. Russia a few times.
We went to Scotland.
We went to Scotland. It was fucking great. We've just been touring our fucking asses off. We've supported for a lot of great bands. Went out with, we just did a run with Nickelback, which was great. Like, we fucking ripped up their audiences every night. And that was a great opportunity for us to go get some new fans.
how's the crowd, like, I guess the difference? Like, even with this tour, like, with Jet and Nickelback, it's...
Well, I mean, for us, like, say, like, when we went out with Buckcherry and Avenged Sevenfold, is more younger and buck wild and nutty.
I was there for that one.
You know?
I saw that one.
Yeah, it was a fucking great tour. And then, you know, we went out with Seether and Stained, and Stained's crowd's like a little bit more mellow. Nickelback's crowd is like, it ranges from age. You know, it goes from like fucking 14-year-old girls to 50-year-old men. You know, so it's like we've played in front of like any type and all types of people this whole last year and a half.
Which is probably why we have such a mixed nuts fan base.
Yeah.
It's like freaks, geeks, weirdos, punks, goths, old people, young people, teeny boppers, freaks, geeks, and weirdos.
Well, you guys have been doing it for over 10
Bi,
years.
curious.
Bi-curious, hardcore weirdos, all kinds of fun people come to the Papa Roach show.
What do you guys attribute to the longevity of the band?
Well, for me, I think it's just we've been through so much, especially in the past 10 years. That's what's made us stronger.
Yeah.
And just maintaining that passion and that energy and that same intensity that we had when we started out making music in a garage, like always feeling like we have to prove ourselves, you know, and never really feeling like we've made our best song or put on our best show, or, you know, like we're constantly trying to elevate it or trying to be better. You know, we've never been like, oh, dude, that was the best record ever, and just sit back going, that's great.
We've reached the pinnacle. Like, I don't know if we'll ever reach our pinnacle.
We're always just like, we're gonna do. I can't wait to do the next record because I know that it's gonna be better. You know, I know that we're learning how to write better songs or play our instruments better, or, you know, going out on tour and just how to put on like the best rock and roll show possible. Just gaining new fans and grow. You know.
And especially giving the crowd the rock cock. That's very important.
Yes, deep and
Deep.
triumphant.
Triumphant, veiny.
Yes.
Well, that goes into my next question. Are you guys working on new material? Are you going to take some time off next year?
Well, obviously Tobin is...
I'm always writing on new material.
It's retarded.
On the road, you know, on the laptop, or, you know, maybe in sound check we'll make a little bit of noise. But we've been so busy, and I'm hoping that we get to have some kind of break. But chances are we'll probably just go right back.
We're taking 40 days and 40 nights off. That's the next break that we're looking forward to. We're like, we haven't had any time like that off in like over a year and a half. So we'll see what happens after that. But definitely, you know, we're excited to see where the music's gonna take us. You know, you never know.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, it was just like the last record was pretty intense because we were like going through a lot of changes. We got a new drummer, and we were kind of adapting to everything that was going on around us at that time. This time, I think it's like we've kind of settled in.
Yeah.
So it'll be a lot easier and smoother and funner, kind of just knowing, you know, what each other's all about now.
All right.
Plus we got a studio back home we just bought. Well, bought it a few years ago, but we've been working on it for quite a while. It's called Red House, and just putting the final touches on it. And there's actually going to be some bands rolling in there later this month, and you know, kind of stoked about that. This will be the first time we've written or recorded in Sacramento since our first record in Fest. So it'll be interesting to see how, you know, just being in the hometown area influences what we're doing.
How would you say your music's matured over the years? I mean, I remember seeing you guys back out, what was it, 2000? Something like that on Ozfest.
Elements of our band have matured, and then elements of our band have not, you know? I mean, it's like back in the day, we probably wouldn't have written a song called I Almost Told You That I Loved You, which is just a dirty, nasty, filthy sex romp, you know? Or, you know, a song like Hollywood Whore, you know, just talking shit on people. You know? You like the video?
Yeah, I did.
Cool, thank you. You know, but then there's like songs like Had Enough that are more socially conscious and a little bit mellower, you know, and kind of gives the listener like an opportunity to take a breath and like let your head breathe and let your mind go with it. And you know, also I think too, on this new record, it's a bit more guitar driven. You know, just the riffs and we call them noodles. You know, Tobin will come in with this sick riff, and we're like, oh, that's badass. Now we got to write a song based around that. And so it happens a lot of different ways, and we've changed in so many ways that it's who we are.
Well, I'm sure you guys have witnessed a lot of changes within the music industry itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you feel about the state right now? You know, it seems like we're in a singles market a lot of times, and...
Well, I think that's the thing for us, man. Like, when we were making this record, we got a record player over there. We listen to records, and while we were making the record, we were listening to a lot of vinyl, and just listening to, okay, like, what was the ebb and flow of these classic records, you know, AC/DC Back in Black, or, you know, Pink Floyd The Wall, Pink Floyd Animals, you know, The Who, and just listening to how those records made you feel, because that's, you know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with single bass, you know, fucking having a hot song, that's cool too, but we wanted to make a record that was entertaining all the way through, something that, you know, the listener just presses play and just fucking geeks out to, and that was the thing, we were like, if there's one song on this record that doesn't entertain us, we're going to ditch it. Because we could have made a record that had 18 songs or 19 songs, but then it's like we wanted to make something that there's no filler. And so that was our goal, and I think we achieved it. I mean,
well, the most awesome thing is when you can put it on and just go straight through, and you're not like, up skip tracks.
Yeah. Like, there's a record by this band, Thrice, that I think we're all pretty digging right now, but for me, it's one of those records I start the first song and I just listen to the whole record all the way through, and I'm just entertained. And to me, I'm like, you know, those records don't always come around.
Right. So how do you feel about Guitar Hero on Rock Band?
Oh, it's cool. I dig it. My kids dig it. I'm horrible at the guitar. I can play drums pretty well if I put it on expert. And I mean, shit, it's inspired kids to, you know, my kid, one of my sons, actually, no, he was playing a video game, and he was walking around singing, California, Uber Alice, California, Uber Alice, and I'm looking at my 5-year-old son, he's singing fucking Dead Kennedys. I'm like, where the fuck did you learn that? I didn't say where the fuck did you learn that song, but I'm like, where did you learn that? He's like, from a video game, Dad, skateboard game. I'm like, so it's like, you know, Guitar Hero's got like younger kids listening to this classic music, and then they're going, well, fuck, this little plastic thing is cool. I could actually pick up and play the real thing, and
I hope that's what the hope was behind it.
What's that?
I hope that's what the ultimate.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what's happening. Like, it's the reality of what's going on right now. Is like guitar sales and drum sales and recording equipment sales are up. You know, I mean, maybe CD sales are down, but people wanting to play music there's a need out there for people to express themselves, and music is a way to get it out.
Well, I always wondered if they counted the downloads from the game too. You know, like with album sales being down, like if they're going to start to incorporate how many downloads that's like within the game too.
Yeah, I wonder. That's business. Business isn't very exciting.
No.
You know what I'm saying?